whole game that we're fairly resilient. We didn't play very good, we didn't play very bad either. We played, a solid game for the most part. I thought Atlanta played really well. They're a very solid basketball team. Their record doesn't show it, but their recent play has. And we were worried about this game. We knew they're big, strong, and they were going to come and try to win this game.
What did Sugar Rodger show you playing tonight?
She showed me that hard work pays off. I told her after the game for everybody that, she has been in the gym night and day for the last 10 days. I sat her down and told her that she wasn't working hard enough, and somebody else was getting her minutes. And she goes to the gym 3 times a day. She's there at 10:30 at night now. I'm working on her game. And I complimented her, it paid off. She's a much different player today than she has been almost the whole season, let alone the last 2-3 weeks. That was a great performance, and everybody in that room was very happy for her because they knew what happened. I sat her down, and she's made a comeback, and they're all very happy for her.
Coach, it was obvious you called the point at the end of the regulation.
And Tanisha Wright was the one that was calling the timeout right in the referee's face. I don't know why it wasn't called. But, however, when you're in a transitional situation like that, then you just have to go with the flow. Because we had an odd, the defense wasn't set, we had an odd number, we had the ball in Piff's hands. I'll take that chance all day long.
And what about Stokes' play?
As I said, I was coming here and I had this crappy stat sheet, and I'm looking at it going, what do you mean Keith Stokes only had 6 points and 4 rebounds? So he dominated the game. And then he goes, oh, well, the overtime's not in there. Well, thanks. And you go to the overtime, she ends up with 10 points and 7 rebounds under block shot and 2 more steals in the overtime. That's who she is. I mean, she's just a glue player. And she's learning to be more offensive. I mean, she 2 great post moves down there when needed it. She's going to play defense and rebound. Rookie of the month, deservedly so.
Coach, what do you think accounts for the Liberty's success this season?
I'm sorry, say it again. What do I think? What?
What do you think accounts for the team's success this
season? A multitude of things, and you're the 3rd person that's asked me that question today for the most part. They phrased it, did you expect to be so good? A couple things happened. We changed the roster dramatically. We went for what we thought would be a good chemistry situation for our ball club. I mean, great teams and successful teams have phenomenal chemistry and great internal leadership in the locker room. So their free agent acquisitions of Carolyn Swords and Tanisha Wright and Candace Wiggins were a great start. I think we got lucky. First we made a trade. Tiffany Prince for Kevin Pondexter. Prince coming home, and Fitzroy knows all these players. He's younger than Kathy, knows all these players. They're all friends. And then we got lucky in the draft by drafting 2 rookies. And we also had Rebecca Allen, who unfortunately got hurt, but a little bit of luck plays into it also. So I think those are the 3 big factors as turning around. And also, someday our coaching staff, not myself, but the other ones they have, and the trainer, I include the trainer in there also, they do a phenomenal job with the players. I mean, just phenomenal.
Did you think at the beginning of the season that it was going to go this way?
Well, that's the question they asked me just about all during before the pregame. I just answered it. I thought we were going to be much better than we were last year. How much better, I have no clue. The luck factor with the 2 rookies really factored into where we are today.
Prince, she made a big shot for you 2.5 minutes at 3-pointer, but she didn't really have her best game today, especially she started out.
They played really good defense on her. They were a focal point on her today. She didn't shoot well. She passed up some shots. I mean, in games like this, when we need to score, I need her to score a little bit or shoot a little bit more. If it goes in, great. If it doesn't, okay too. But overall, she's out there playing the Ullman's defense, and when you have to guard her that intensely by the other team, opens up other avenues.
Is the play of Keith Stokes even better than you imagine?
Yes. We knew when she walked in the door that there was something about her. She could shoot. We didn't know that. But once you start playing, you realize that's the word I'm looking for. The defensive intelligence factor is off the charts. She's always in position. She's always in help defense. They're able to guard anybody in the gym and recovers well. She's just the glue player that makes it all go.
Even though she's a rookie, has she been able to help your more veteran players play better defense?
Oh yeah, her presence out there helps them play defense because they can, we can run defensive schemes where Kia can cover up things for us. Yeah, I mean, she's arguably Defensive Player of the Year. If she doesn't win, it's going to be really close.
Coach, it seems like you're playing on the last teams that are also fighting for a berth
in
Atlanta's playing for pride also. Angel McCoughtry's not going to lay down. I mean, she came out on fire and didn't stop. That's the kind of player she is. That's the most patient game I've seen her play in a long, long time against us, and it paid off for her.
What do you see happening for the rest of the regular season into the playoffs?
I'm taking tomorrow off. How about that? I beat Tanisha up, and I shouldn't have played that many minutes, but I had to win the basketball game. Keena's been playing a lot of minutes. She wants to, but it's going to take a toll, so I got to make sure they rest their bodies. But after we'll go watch the film tonight, tomorrow coaches will watch film, talk about Chicago. Players will take the treatment, shoot around, and then we come right back again. It doesn't stop. So we don't look further ahead in the next game. We know the opportunity that's in front of us, that if we win every home game that we play, we will win the championship. I mean, that's just a statistical fact. We will have the home court advantage throughout. If we win every home game we play in the regular season, win every home game in the playoffs, you win the championship. But the key is, you saw tonight, you really got to win them. I mean, nobody's going to give them to you. And every game's going to be a struggle, but we know we put ourselves in a position for that to happen. That's why we take every one game. Now what matters is the next. We don't look any further ahead than that one.
On that note, when I first met you, when you first got hired, you told me that Jim Dolan brought you here to win a championship. So do you feel that you can deliver that championship this year?
I have no clue if we can do it or not. A lot of things have to happen. There's a long way to go. Not only in the regular season. I mean, things could just fall apart. Who knows? And then you get a bad call. We call for a timeout, we didn't get a timeout. Or, something goes wrong, you get a sprained ankle. You just take day by day. You appreciate where you're at and what you're doing. And whatever comes your way, you're going to, that's what it is.
Well, he was at the game tonight. Was he watching you or he
Who?
watching the team?
Who was?
Mr. Dolan was at the game.
Yeah, he's been to a fair amount of games this year. We really appreciate it. He likes our style of basketball. I mean, we are a competitive bunch. We play hard. We play together. We execute most of the time. Sometimes we don't, fall flat in our face. But overall, I think not only him, but our fan base is really energized by this basketball team. And that was our goal at the start of the year, was to put a product on the floor. Not only can they identify with right now, but with the youth of our team, that they have many players that they can move forward with for many years to come in a competitive environment and latch on and grow with them. And that's the plan.
Coach, I didn't want to leave without mentioning Tanisha's right 4 free throws at the end of the game.
After Tina missed 2? No, she's our veteran. Her and Piff, I'll put out there. Piff missed a free throw also. They'll hear about it from me on Thursday. Because free throws win a lot of games, and they'll lose games. We're not the best free throw shooting team in the world, but we do have some really clutch players out there. I'll take Sugar or Wiggins or